Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy the Kryptonian Satan here, bringing you a review for One Piece chapter 518. And I'm gonna say this now, alright? I like what Oda did here. Having Luffy being immune to Boa Hancock, though I will say this, I'm a little disappointed, because if you guys been following me from the beginning, I put Luffy and Nami together because I like those two, I ship them. I know Oda said there won't be any straw hats hooking up. That's not gonna happen. I don't give a fuck. Let me have my fun shipping. But Luffy hadn't really displayed any type of attraction towards women. Luffy just sees you as a person. And so it makes perfect sense that he's immune to Boa Hancock. But this is one thing I noticed with Oda. I've said it for a while. Oda does a really good job when it comes to catching the human psyche and understanding what makes the mind work. And when you look at Boa Hancock, everywhere she goes, men everywhere, women everywhere, regardless of gender, they all look at her and they say, wow, she's so beautiful. They get so enamored with her. And this is the first time, you can bet your ass, that this is the first time she's ever met anyone who looked at her and saw her for who she really is. But not just that, saw her and wasn't impressed with her, wasn't blown away with how beautiful she is. And I can tell you now, right? I don't mean to put women in a box. I'm not even trying to do that, but what I am going to say is with a lot, not all, but with a lot of women, that will drive them crazy. The fact, especially a woman like Boa Hancock, who knows that she's beautiful, has been told she's beautiful her entire life, her entire existence, and uses it to her advantage. The moment she meets somebody like Luffy, who's like, bitch, you ain't that impressive, it's gonna fuck with her. It's gonna fuck with her, and to a certain extent, I could see her getting attracted to Luffy like that because she's such a strong-willed woman, strong-willed personality, that it takes someone equally as strong-willed and as determined to kind of corral her. And when you're in a relationship, equality, you want to build something. You can't build with a foundation that isn't equally balanced. You each got flaws, but at the same time, there's got to be some balance there. And I don't know about that one, man. Like I said, I always put Luffy and Nami together, but we might have to hold up a second on this shit, because Boa Hancock, she's got the shonen characteristics of like the main character's eventual love interest, and it happens. It happens. Like, I remember when Bleach was going weekly, everybody said Ichigo's never going to end up with anybody. I'm like, he's ended up with Orihime. Rukia's the prototype, but Rukia has been built up with Renji, and that's sure as shit what happened. Same thing with Naruto and Hinata. Sakura was a prototype, went the other way. Oda went under Rurouni Kenshin's author. It's gonna happen. Luffy's ending up with somebody. But Boa Hancock has the qualities of what you expect, but at the same time, she's like a female version of Luffy. So it's gonna be key to see if Luffy ends up going back to this, because Oda, I've noticed reading like 518 chapters, I stopped bringing it up, but because I read the Dragon Ball manga and I've been a Dragon Ball fan for so long, there have been so many instances where I read a chapter and I see little small Easter eggs and homages to the original Dragon Ball story, which Oda is a fan of. And so what's really key about this is Oda is setting something up, but at the same time, he's also, to his credit, progressing the story forward. And I like how one of the things that we see is when Boa Hancock has Luffy in the stadium and Luffy is explaining why he wants, what he wants. He's like, look, I don't care about that thing on your back. I wasn't even trying to peep on you like that. I just want to talk to the person in charge. That's you. I want a pirate ship. I need to get back to my friends. I have places to go. I'll be out your hair. Leave me alone. And this is one of those cases where, unfortunately, sometimes you can be too honest. And that's what happens with the huge tall chick and the one that, the huge tall chick that helped Luffy out. She says like, no, look, I brought him to the island. He ate some mushrooms. We thought he was a woman. We tried to help him out. And then the other two who helped her as well, they all get down there. They're begging for mercy. They're saying that Luffy isn't the type to lie. Boa Hancock descends. And it's at that point when she's descending I'm going, oh shit, it just got real. I'm hearing the Darth Vader music going like dum 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 da dum dum da dum. I'm hearing that. I'm going, there's no way in hell she's gonna take this. Not going kindly. All of that build up, all of it, about how she can't find out a man's here. She's gonna ice their ass. And sure enough, it's the Medusa thing. But it's not like Medusa. Like, if you look at Medusa's eyes, period, you're done. Boa Hancock has to activate her ability, and she ices their ass. They're all turned into stone. And Luffy, I like how one of the things Luffy does is, after Luffy one-shots this huge Persian panther thingy that comes at him, based out of Bacura. But one of the things that we see is Luffy turns to the whole stadium, the whole Coliseum of Amazons, and he says, those people are your friends. Why are you laughing? This makes no sense. And it's because they're all charmed by Boa Hancock. And even when she tries to hit the charm on them, no effect. Just like what happened in the bathhouse, where she's hitting them and Luffy's just like, oh, it's like Foxy's slow beam. I'm screwed. And it doesn't end up being a chase, and she actually has one of those kisses. It's like a pistol. So it's like she's using her affection as a combat, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You hear, let me blow you a kiss, right? She blows a kiss, it ends up being a pistol. Like, I like her. Like, the more I see, like, the abilities and the personality and how she flips the switch and everything, I'm totally loving this character, man. Like, if you guys haven't caught by now, I'm really a sucker for the typical shonen tropes, right? And I love seeing that, just the classic stuff, because you can't go wrong with it. And what is really cool about this is, again, Luffy is completely immune to it, all right? Like, when you got somebody like Hancock, Boa, you know, she basically got it where you go, woo, 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 woo. Like, Boa get that reaction out of you, right? But at the same time, Luffy is so one-track minded. I think Luffy's going to be in one of those situations where we could see something 30 years from now, because One Piece shows no signs of slowing down. Like, you guys have told me, like, One Piece is probably continuing for another 10 to 15 years. If that happens, holy fuck. Like, seriously. I'm in a rush to catch up. I might not need to be in a rush to catch up, man. But we might see something down the line where, you know, Oda does the same thing Toriyama did with Son Goku. You know, like, there was a lot of jokes like, oh, Goku's oblivious. And in Dragon Ball Super, they put fun of it. You know, Goku says, like, oh, why did you kiss your wife? That makes no sense to me. Like, why, what does kissing have to do with it? It's because he doesn't connect women with, like, sex or being affectionate, that type of stuff. He doesn't look at it that way. Whereas, like, all the other hot-blooded males, they see somebody like that and they're completely thinking with the penises. And I just love that. I love that aspect of it, and I could totally see a bickering back and forth between these two. Maybe something comical where Boa Hancock is just like, I'm beautiful, damn it. Why don't you call me beautiful? Why don't you do what I asked you? And Luffy's just like, I refuse to do what you tell me to do. Just that back and forth, those two stubborn wills clashing. Very interesting to see where that's going to go. And could we see a situation where Luffy actually battles her in the Coliseum? How would that work? Because she's one of the 7 warlords, so we know she's powerful. But at the same time, we do know that she said that she was scared to go out there to fight. I don't know, maybe that is her huge power and she just isn't super strong. And speaking of being super strong, they make note of the fact that Luffy was able to one-shot that Bacura panther without using any haki, and he's just immensely powerful. So what that tells me, it tells me 2 things that I didn't take into consideration until now. One, when Raleigh was fighting against Kizaru, part of the reason Kizaru was probably one-shotting all these captains, and in particular the Straw Hats, who we know don't know haki, is because he was using haki at the same time. Which means each of the Straw Hats are strong in their own right. And we saw that when you had Annie's Lobby, where all the Vice Admirals are fighting them, so we do know that they're strong. But if they've gotten this far without using haki, how strong are they going to be when they learn it? And can Luffy use haki with his Devil Fruit ability? I would think so, because those 2 Gorgons that showed up at the end of the chapter, and Luffy says the Devil Fruits, they probably use haki as well. So That tells me for everything Luffy's done, Luffy's about to turn up to another level. He has to get trained in Haki now. So I'm doubling down on what I've been saying since really right before the Aokiji fight. So probably for like the last, I'm on chapter 500 now, so probably like the last 170 chapters, Luffy needs to train. He needs to chill out. He's too hot right now. This is the perfect opportunity. He needs to chill. And yet, Ace is a week away from being executed. So he can't go into hiding. He can't go into hiding. Oda has forced Luffy's hand. Are we going to see, and I hope this isn't the case, are we going to see a scenario where Luffy learns to use Haki in a week? That will totally be another shonen trope. And it's actually one of the few I hate. I hate when the main character overnight or in a very short period of time learns a new ability or whatever, a new fighting style, whatever, in a very short period. I hate it. I hate it. My name's Kryptonian saying, you see it with Superman all the time. Superman's just like, oh wow, I didn't know that I could blow a damn solar system away. I was just sneezing. Like, power-ups are given to characters like Superman. You see it in Dragon Ball. Goku learned the Kamehameha wave after seeing it one time. Learned the after image after seeing it one time. Superman was like, oh, I didn't know that I could actually keep up with the Flash. This guy can actually speed through time. He can run fast enough to go back in time. I bet I can punch my way out of black hole. I bet I can punch my way out of reality. Like, I'm used to it. And yet I think like one thing that I'm putting Oda in a different category because everything up until now has felt earned. Like Gear 2, I've always said it. I was so excited when I saw it. I said, when the fuck did Luffy learn it? So in a way, Oda has dabbled in the whole thing with shonen tropes in this respect. But at the same time, because of when it was debuted, I didn't feel as bad because I felt like it was earned. So I hope Luffy does not learn this Haki shit in a week. I hope it's not that easy. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, share. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. Have an awesome day.